Good morning, everyone. We welcome you back inside the Paco Arena. That is Daisy Tomake of UE scoring 5 points in their last match. She has been doing the heavy lifting, but standing in her way is Diza Barayo scoring 7 points. Very sharp, very consistent player for NUNS. So, what a game we have today. NUNS versus UE. And later on, we have UPIS versus UST at 1 p.m. DLSZ versus Adamson. And for our final match at 3 p.m., Ateneo versus FEU Diliman. Quadruple header for you girls and exciting times here for UAP Season 88. My name is Jamie Lavatoria at your service for today for this Wednesday showdown for this quadruple header for the girls division. And on our screens, we have the team standings and take a look at that. NU with a 4-0 undefeated so far, whereas UE find themselves at the bottom of the standings trying to get that first win to get on the win column today. Let's hope they get their first win today. This might be the day for them today. Well, there we have Shane Cruz as well there. It's very important that she spreads the offense for UE today. It's important that the spikers also step up big time. Vergara on your screens as well. Agustin of UE and UE needing to step up big time, especially in the scoring department. And Gould, Michaela Gould, their setter of NU, fantastic performance in their last match, hoping to continue that win streak today against UE, undefeated so far, very composed, calm and collected, their setter of NU. And we have an exciting, thrilling match today here in the Paco Arena. Once again, it is NUNS versus UE. The action will return when we come back. Now let's head over to the tournament announcer.
Season 88 Girls Volleyball. Let us meet our officials. First referee, Justin Cruz. Second referee, Philip Nunez. Let us now meet the starters first for the Nazareth School of National University, Lady Bullpups. Outside hitter number 3, Bamba Barrero. Opposite hitter number 7, Nicole Bella. Outside hitter number 9, Ella Bartolova. Middle blocker number 12, Bella Cruz. Center 13, captain number 13, Reina Buttle. Middle blocker number 14, Adeline Agustin. And the starting libero number 17, Natasha Doroja. Coaching the Lady Bullpups is Raycar de Maculama. Let us now meet the starters for the University of the East Junior Lady Warriors. Middle blocker number 1, Lilia Soy. Center number 8, Fergie de la Cruz. Outside hitter number 10, Daisy Tomake. Opposite hitter number 12, Princess Sika. Playing as an outside hitter number 13, Captain Janela Magnais. Middle blocker number 14, Renisuga. And the starting libero number 4, Kate Marie. Coaching the Junior Lady Warriors is Welcome.
And here's your starting lineup for NUNS. Agustin, Barayo, Navarro, Obera, Bartolabac, Cruz, and their starting libero, Doroja. And as for UE, Junior Lady Warriors, Tomake, Hugal, De La Cruz, Sikat, Soy, Mangahis, and their libero, Marin. Thank you for tuning us on the Filipinas Live app. My name is Jamie La Victoria. At your service, defending champs, and NU will go up against UE, hoping to get their first win today in the Paco Arena. Mangahis starting things off. And that does sail outside. First point goes to NUNS. That's their captain, Janela Mangahis. Scored 2 points in their last match against UST. Starting things off here for NUNS. Navarro, their captain. Good target. It's a free ball by Mangahis. The early combination play for the NUNS. 2-0 is our score here in set number 1. What a swing by Berayo. 7 points against UP. Consistent performance so far. Mangahis takes advantage of that overpass. Agustin. .3-0 is our score here in set number 1. Navarro still at the service line. Good serve. That's a service ace for NUNS. Targeting Valiente in that sequence. Same target. Another service ace for NUNS. Good serving by Navarro. Same target. Targeting Mangahis. Mangahis with the back row attack. Middle attack by NUNS. Agustin. Good receive so far from NUNS. Micaela setting off perfectly. Still at the service line, Navarro. Tomake with the off-speed attack. Defense was there for NU. Goes to the right pin this time, and that's inside for NUNS. Obeda, first point of the match. Sharp cross court. 7-0 is our score here in set number 1. Navarro still at the service line. Another service ace for Rihanna Navarro. UE needing to step up big time. No communication by UE. Navarro targets Daisy. Shane goes to Daisy. Defense was there for NU. Goes to the right pin. It's blocked by Daisy. And UE gets their first point of the match, courtesy of Daisy Tomake. She's been doing the heavy lifting for UE. Jane De La Cruz up to serve for UE. Full front row for UE. Bump set by Micaela. Off-speed attack. And it works for NUNS. Berayo showing who's boss, changing it up, changing speed. Fooling the defenders of UE. Diza Berayo now serving for NUNS. Good serve, short serve. UE tries to get that one over, but another service ace for NU. Timeout, UE. UE down by 9 points here in set number 1. Multiple service aces so far by NUNS. Berayo still at the service line. That is Diza Berayo. Good serve targeting Daisy. Free ball UE. Another combination play, but it doesn't work for Obeda. Point UE. You can see Micaela Gould spreading out the offense, taking risks, experimenting for NUNS. Up to serve, Hugal of UE. And that is outside for NUNS. A lack of wrist action on that quick by Agustin. Val targets the libero. Micaela, that goes down the line by Akela Bartolabak. Scored 10 points in their last match against UP. Only player to score in double digits. Agustin up to serve for NU. Targets Daisy. Daisy breaks that block of NUNS. Daisy Tomake already with 2 points here in set number 1. 4 serving at 11 here in set number 1. Good serve by Daisy. And that is another successful attack by Akela Bartolabak. Cross-court attack. No defense for UE. Obeda now serving for NUNS. UE down by 8 points here. That serve doesn't get past the net. Point will be rewarded to UE. UE needing to polish their service reception, add more firepower. Talking about Daisy Tomake. Sikat targeting the corner pocket. And Cruz attempts to go for that tip, gets a hand on that one. Point NUNS. So far, Michaela spreading out the offense here for NU. Michaela up to serve. Good serve. De La Cruz. It's a free ball by UE. Said it was a bit too high for NUNS. That goes in the net for Soy. Point will be rewarded to NUNS. So far, so good for NUNS. Bartolabak still at the service line. That goes in the net. 2 missed serves so far for NUNS. And Soy, the middle blocker, up to serve. Good reception by NUNS and a tip, a power tip by Cruz. Quick side out here for NUNS. Swipe attack by Isabella Cruz. The target is still Sikat. Free ball UE. Another middle attack by NUNS. Daisy a bit off balance in that sequence. Double contact. Point will be rewarded to NUNS. Down by 10 here in set number 1.
Substitution for UE number 12.
Have a substitution in for UE. Number 6, Hermoso. Hoping to change things up. Better service reception is needed for UE. Good receive by Hermoso. And it works for UE. Captain Mangahis, first point of the match, goes cross court in that sequence. Good serve by their captain. A 1-2 play. Quick side out by Navarro, their setter. Full front row now for NUNS. Substitution here. Michaela. Usually coming off the bench for NUNS. 10-point lead for NUNS here in set number 1. It's a good serve. Another service ace for NUNS. Timeout UE. NUNS is trailing here in set number 1. As for UE, needs more firepower coming from the left pin and right pin. More activation is needed coming from the middle blockers, but it all starts with a good pass that is needed for UE here in set number 1. Good serve. And the target is still Daisy Tomake. Another service ace for Michaela of NUNS. NUNS breezing through here in set number 1. Target is still Daisy Tomake Another service ace for NUNS. Down by 13 here. UE needing a spark plug. Bump set by Daisy. Free ball by UE. Another combination play. But that sails outside by Obera. A lot of combination plays we've seen here in set number 1 by NUNS. Which means they have good reception here. Shane De La Cruz, their setter, up to serve. That's a good set. Off the block. De La Cruz goes to Daisy, and it's blocked by NUNS. Perfect timing on that block. Obera and Agustin. Rising stars here for NUNS. Berayo now serving for NUNS. Good receive by Janela. Goes to the right pin, and Daisy was blocked by Agustin. Free ball UE. And what a swing by Agustin. A quick attack. So far, so good for NUNS. Everything working for Michaela Gold. Coming off the bench. Service line, Berayo. Targeting Mangahis. Another free ball from UE. Another combination play, but it's blocked by Hugal in that sequence. First kill block of the match for UE. Hugal targeting Doroha. A bit too tight. That sails outside for NUNS. UE now reaching the double-digit mark here in set number 1. Still down by 12. Hugal, good serve, but too strong. Sails outside for UE. NUNS just 2 points in clinching set number 1. Service by Agustin. And that's another service ace for NUNS. Set point here, NU. Agustin get another service ace to finish off set number 1. Daisy goes cross court. Michaela goes to the open. Sharp cross court attack by Bortelabac. Free ball UE. Back and forth. That attack sails inside by Cruz. Trying to go for that tip. Daisy Tamake up to serve now for UE. Good serve. Michaela goes to the left pin. That's inside for Akela. Score here in set number 1, 11-25. NUNS just showing off here in set number 1. Many service aces. What a first set. Score is 25-11 in favor of NUNS. We'll be back. The second stats, 12 attacks for NUNS and UE only scoring 2 attacks in that match, but NUNS had 3 more errors there in set number 1. That's Daisy Tomake. They're doing the heavy lifting for UE, hoping to step up. Daisy Tomake had 2 points in set number 1, hoping to extend this match here. Set 2 underway here. NU clinching set number 1. Score was 11-25. Now starting things off here, Cheska Penol seeing court action for the first time in set number 2. And you having a deep bench, defending champs, taking on UE, who has yet to win a game here in season 88. The strong start for NUNS, service ace by Cheska Peñol of NUNS. Strong start here for NU. And it works with the help of the net in that sequence. Back-to-back service aces by Cheska. UE needing to sharpen their service reception this match. Good serve by Cheska, better receive by Valiente. Peñol going for that A quick. And the point will be rewarded to NUNS. Manzano, Princess Manzano starting off things here in set number 2. Coach Carl allowing all his players to shine here in set number 2. Deep bench for NUNS. Peñol still at the service line. Free ball by Daisy. Who does Peñol go to? And what a swing by Bulandres. First point of the match for her. Peñol still at the service line for NUNS. That's a good serve, a service ace. 3 service aces so far for Cheska Peñol. NUNS just showing off this entire match. Good serve by Peñol. Another service ace. 4 out of 6 here in set number 2 for NUNS. Have a substitution here for UE. Princess Sikat now in. Peñol still at the service line. Targeting Daisy. Daisy goes for a tip, and it works for UE. Daisy Tomake getting the first point here in set number 2. Good serve by UE. And that's the first service ace for UE in favor of Agustin. Same target. Good swing by NU. That doesn't work for UE. Point will be rewarded to NUNS. Tayag at the service line. Targeting Daisy. Bump set by Agustin. Free ball UE. Then you'll go to the open. Good defense That's a good attempt by Marin, the libero of UE. Right spot at the right time. Tayag at the service line still for NUNS. Better receive. Bit too tight for Daisy. Bolandres was there. Daisy gets the cross-court attack. Agustin. Peñol goes to the right pin. And off the block by Bolandres. 2 points for her so far in set number 2. 9 serving 2 here in set number 2. Bumped up by Daisy. Free ball, UE. Peñol goes to the middle. Goes to Manzano. Ugal needing a breather after that sequence. Apologizing to her teammates. Tayag still at the service line for NUNS. Agustin goes to the right pin. And it's too wide for Daisy Tomake. Down by 9. Timeout UE. UE needing to step up big time here in set number 2, but NUNS showing consistency and a lot of firepower. The second 6 getting some court action here in set number 2. Tayag still at the service line for NUNS. And that sails outside. The point will be rewarded to UE. High serve by UE. Peñol goes to the middle. Is there a touch on that attack? But that attack did sail outside. Zano going up for that one. Bit too strong. Good receive by NUNS. Sikat. And that's inside for Daisy Tomake. Targeting behind the defenders of NUNS. Have a substitution here for NUNS. Belen now in. Gal up to serve here. Peñol goes to the open. And that's inside for NUNS. What a swing. Consistency here for NUNS. Zano now serving. Targeting Daisy. Back row attack. Mangahis. Peñol adjusting to that one. Free ball NU. What a swing. Defense was there. Daisy target zone 6. That's off the block. What a swing for NUNS. Manzano targeting Mangahis. Free ball UE. Peñol goes for a combination play, and that's inside. So far, so good. Bolandres. scored 4 points against DLSD. That's too easy for NU. Tomake going cross. Peno goes to Balandres, and that's still inside for NUNS. Point is a point for NUNS. Agustin goes to Daisy. Good defense by NUNS Penol. Mangahis was there, bump set by Agustin, free ball Daisy. Penol still going for the combination play. Free ball UE. Penol pushes it to the left pin. Defense was there. Agustin pushes it over. The A-quick doesn't work for NUNS. It's a net violation on NUNS. The point will be rewarded to UE. Daisy at the service line. That sails outside. Untimely errors here for UE. Balandres at the service line. That's too short. Point UE. And that's outside. Back-to-back missed serves by UE. That's Princess Sikat of UE. Hermoso back in for UE. Tayag back in for NU. Tulabot up to serve. That's a good serve. Free ball UE. Banyol goes for that running attack. And what a swing by Cruz. First running attack of the match here in set number 2. Tulabot still at the service line. And that's an ace for NUNS. (19 serving 7). Targeting Captain Mangahis. Bump set by Agustin. Defense was there. Banyol goes to the left pin. And it's blocked. Monster block by Cruz. Down by 13. Timeout UE. UE down by 13 here in set number 2. Labut still at the service line for NUNS. Scored 2 aces so far. Good receive. But the set was a bit too tight by Nicole Agustin, and Cruz taking advantage of that overpass. Being aggressive at the net. Have a substitution. Starting setter, Shane Dela Cruz back in. Tulabot still at the service line. That's a good serve. Free ball, UE. Panyol goes for that bump set to the left pin. And it's inside. Touching the line. Tayag. Adjusting to that bump set of Panyol. Labot still at the service line for NUNS. And it's an ace. 3 aces so far by Tulabot. NUNS just showing off this match. From a serving to attacking to receiving. Tightly knit squad here. NUNS as Cruz goes for that A-quick attack. Set point, NUNS. Targets Daisy Tulabot. Another service ace for Tulabot. And NUNS 25-7 is our score here. It's set number 2. First set 11-25. We'll be back for more. Here are your set 2 stats. 13 attacks for NUNS. And that's for UE at 2 attack points. But take a look at that. 7 aces so far for NUNS. Whereas UE needing to sharpen their service reception. Daisy Tamake, usually the target, and Captain Mangahis. But Tulabot, starting here in set number 3, had 3 service aces. And Cruz also just showing who's boss at the net. Set 3 here. NUNS up 2-0 here against UE. Starting here, Mangahis up to serve, and that's in the net by Tayag. Mangahis up to serve for UE. Good reception by Tayag. Goes for that cross court. Free ball UE. And it works for Manzano. Played in set number 1. Then Yola. Still the setter here in set number 3. Full front row for NUNS. Targeting Mangahis. Madin. And what a swing, was blocked. Koha getting the free balls. And Daisy Tomake goes for the cross. Defense was there, and it works for that tip. Shane Dela Cruz being aggressive at the net. Full front row now for UE. That's a good serve by Shane Dela Cruz, the playmaker of UE, starting things off. First lead of the match here for UE, up by 2. Back-to-back service aces for Shane Dela Cruz. For serving 1. Good serve by Shane. And the point will be rewarded to UE. Peñol is in the back row. Receive was a bit too tight. UE up by 4 here. Bump set by Peñol. Taya goes cross. O Bolandres rather. Free ball UE. Peñol goes to Bolandres. That's the swing right there. Targeting zone 6. Bolandres getting things rolling now for NUNS. Tayag now serving. Shane goes to the right pin on Daisy. Defense was there for Peno. Free ball UE. Mangahis. Bump set by Shane. Daisy. And that's off the block. The point will be rewarded to UE. Up by 4 now here in set number 3. It's a strong start now for the UE Junior Lady Warriors. Pugal up to serve. And that's a good swing. Tulabot. Off-speed attack started in set number 2. Goes for that down the line. Smart plays we're seeing by Tulabot. All-around player. From the service line to the front row. Manzano now serving. Targets Daisy. Goes to Shane. Still goes to Daisy. And that's off the block. And Daisy scores for UE. NUNS having a slow start here in set number 3. Late reactions for NUNS. Daisy unable to get that serve past the net. Bolandres now serving for NUNS. That's a good serve, still targets Daisy. Shane goes to the left pin. And that's a good swing by Captain Mangahis. First point of the match coming from the front row, Janelle. Princess now serving for UE. Peñol adjusting. It's a lifting violation by their setter, Shane Dela Cruz. NUNS playing catch up here, set number 3. Substitution now in. Parto the back. Now in for NUNS. Tulabot now at the service line. And that's in the net. Multiple errors we're seeing by NUNS here in set number 3. Laniel Soy up to serve. That's a good serve, but it sails outside. The point will be rewarded to NUNS. Cruz Cruz now serving for NUNS. That's too short for Cruz. Point UE. Captain Janelle up to serve. Back-to-back missed serves between both teams. And UNS catching up here. Peñol up to serve, a full front row for NUNS. It's a good serve. Blocked by Manzano at the net. Receive a bit too tight for UE. Cheska still at the service line. That's a good serve, and it's an ace for NUNS. Timeout UE. Only down by 1 point here. UE, let's see if they can maintain this lead. Hermoso back in for UE. Cheska still at the service line. Targeting Hermoso, goes to Daisy. Daisy attempting to go cross court. An error for Tomake. Coach Roca telling his squad to take their time, not to rush their movements here. Set number 3. Targets Hermoso. And it works for Manzano. Aggressive at the net. NUNS now has the lead here in set number 3, up by 1. That's a good serve. Another service ace for NUNS. Peñol. Better service reception is needed for UE. That's outside for NUNS. Point UE. Shane now serving for UE. Targets Goha. With the help of the net, Bulandres targeting Daisy Tomake. Daisy not ready for defense in that sequence. Quick side out for NU. Barto Labak now serving for NUNS. And that's a service ace for NUNS. Princess back in for UE. Good receive by Janelle. And that's another ace for NUNS. Kayla, strong at the service line. That sails outside. Point will be rewarded to UE. Hugal up to serve, targets Goha. It's a jump set by NUNS. Daisy off the block. And Tulabot a bit late for defense. All smiles coming from Daisy Tamake. She's been doing the heavy lifting for UE. Hugal still at the service line. Targets Koha. And what a swing by Bolandres, this time coming from the right pin. Have a substitution for NUNS. Belen coming off the bench. Good serve by Belen. Goes to Daisy, and it's blocked. That's a smart play by Cruz. Overpassed by UE in that sequence. Isabella Cruz strong at the net for NU. Good serve by Belen, targeting Mangahis. Bump set by Shane. And Daisy. No wrist action in that sequence. Timeout, UE. Coach Rod Roque, very active in that timeout for UE. Bolandres playing sharp here in this match. Belen is still at the service line for NUNS. That's a good serve. Targeting Valiente. Off the block by UE. Daisy targets Tulabot. And it's blocked. Bolandres is blocked by Daisy Tumake. Daisy at the service line for UE. Back-to-back missed serves for Daisy in set number 3. Bolandres at the service line. That's a good serve, targeting Daisy. Shane goes for the bump set. Mangahis down the line. That's off the block for Tulabot. Started in set number 2. Started here in set number 3. Showing who's boss. Tulabot of NUNS. And that's outside. Point will be rewarded to UE. Sikat, that sails outside. Untimely errors for UE. And UNS just 4 points away of winning this match. Tulabot now serving for NUNS. That's a good serve, targeting Daisy. Bump set by Sikat. Free ball UE. And what a swing by Bartolabak of NUNS. Labot still at the service line. Targets Daisy Tomake. Free ball UE, but no communication by the Junior Lady Warriors this game. Labot just on a roll here in set number 3. Targets Mangahis. Shane. The set a bit too outside for Mangahis. Match point NUNS. Shane goes to Mangahis and it cross court. Defense was there by Belen. Bartolabak tries to attack, but it hits the antenna. 16-24. Soy up to serve for UE. Targets Bartolabak. Pino goes for a tip, and it's blocked. Free ball, NU. Who will Shane choose? Mangahis goes for that tip. Peñol goes to Bartolabak, and it works! NUNS still undefeated here in season 88, winning in a 3-set fashion against the UE Lady Junior Warriors. What a game so far here to start us off. The UE Lady Warriors needing to go back to the drawing board, hone their skills at the service line and for the service reception, whereas NUNS just showing off in this entire match from start to finish, breezing through that match. So far, so good for NUNS. Quick match against the UE Junior Lady Warriors. Scores 11-25, 7-25, and 16-25 in favor of NUNS. We'll be back. There we have the player of the game, Danielle Tulabot. Number 18 for NUNS at the service line. Multiple service aces starting in set number 2 and number 3. Up next, UPIS versus UST. We'll be back for more.
Welcome to the girls volleyball tournament of the UAAP season 88. We have both centers on your screen, Canonizado for UP and Santos for UST. Both teams raring to go against each other in this very important matchup as we see the 4 games we have for you today. The first one concluding with National University Nazareth School winning. Meanwhile, we will have UPIS going up against UST, followed by the DLSE Junior Lady Spikers going up against the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons and the Ateneo Blue Eagles and FEU Baby Tamaraws, rather, to wrap things up for our Wednesday game day here in the UAAP. Welcome and good morning. My name is Miguel de Guzman. I will be running you through the games today, and as I mentioned, both teams raring to go against each other because this is a very important matchup. Both of these teams 2-2 in the win-loss column. trying to get that final spot in the Final Four so far here in the girls volleyball tournament. Now, as we know, both of the setters that we just saw are scoring setters that we have to watch out for. Talking about Canonizado, who had 2 points in their previous outings, both coming from the service line. Meanwhile, Santos, who is one of the taller setters that you'll see here in the tournament, scoring um, 5 points in the match. They will be setting up their team captains. Calio for UP, who had 3 points in their previous matchup. She's the leading scorer for the UPIS school. Meanwhile, for UST, it's Rubin, the middle blocker, who had 8 points rather in their previous outing in 2 sets that the UST Baby Tigers had. It's going to be an exciting matchup. Once again, the match at hand will be the UPIS Fighting Maroons going up against the UST Junior Golden Tigresses. We'll be back for more UAAP girls volleyball action.
Season 88 girls volleyball. Let us meet our officials. First referee, Kim Yadaw. Second referee, Antonio Espartano. Let us now meet the starters. First, for the University of the Philippines Integrated School Junior Fighting Maroons. Playing as an opposite hitter, number 5, Vin Lagradilla. Outside hitter, number 8, Alicia Capus. Another outside hitter, number 11, Nina Abad. Setter number 13, Riza Canonizado. Middle blocker, their team captain, number 15, Anya Calio. Middle blocker, number 17, Natalie Cuervo. And the starting libero, number 1, Yen Tahoy.